Arumadri. One more time. Arumadri!
What it is. Everybody right? Can you hear me? At the back? Thank you. All right. Okay, so, can you raise your hand if you're from Southampton? Keep raising. Okay, that's cool. That's good enough for me. Now, do you know what Southampton's got? Do you know what it's got? But you smarty pants, you know what it's got? Because I'm going to tell you. Southampton's got a drug problem. Drugs. I'm talking about drugs. I'm talking about weed and stuff. I'm talking about drugs. Them sort of drugs. You got 20p, mate. Them sort of drugs. You know what I'm on about? Yeah? Everyone in the same room? Cool. But listen, talking from my heart, honestly, talking from my heart right now, I've lost people to drugs. I've seen what it does. It ruins families. It fucks up that person, messes up their brain. It ruins communities. Just have a look at Millbrook, right? And it's bad. And if you know somebody that's on drugs and they need help, and I hope you have it in your heart to help them. I really do. Because it truly is the devil's work. That being said, if you see in your Southampton and you're walking around in Southampton and you see a group of junkies walking around in Southampton, how come there's always one at the back? There's always one at the back on crutches. Why? It's fucking mind-blowing, isn't it? It's mind-blowing. So, listen, what's your name? You there. Retired science teacher. What's your name? Malcolm? Of course it is. Now, Malcolm, you don't know me, do you? You've never met me, have you? So I've got no reason to lie to you. You walk out here right now, you're guaranteed you probably walked past him on the way in. A gang of fucking drunkies. And one of them is being crutches at the back. One of them being crutches all the fucking time. Go have a look. Each and every one of you, go and have a look. Now, it's befuddled me for the longest. It's so befuddling. So me and the man them got together and we did a bit of, what's that shit called? You know, research. We've done some research, right? And we figured out that it's some sort of, it must be like a ritual, sort of like a rites of passage, but for drug addicts. I'm going to show you. It went down like this. Barry, come here. Barry's only small. Barry, we've been doing drugs, shaving needles for about 6-7 months now, having good times, you know. We want to take this to the next level. We really do. Do you know what we can do, Barry? We're going to break both your legs with immediate effect. I mean, that must have been how it went down. Anyways, all that aside, so this is for charity today, right? I need to see you. These are coming off. Imagine I take my glasses off to see the crowd. It's not without its irony. So this is for charity today. And if I had my own charity, my charity would be called For Victims of Circumstance. Because that's what I am. I'm a victim of circumstance. You don't know? I'm going to tell you. So I left the house the other day. I'm only in Southampton, 20-minute walk into town, little stroll. And as I'm walking, almost to my destination, I've looked down at my top, and the biggest baked bean stain, biggest Heinz baked bean. I thought, Heinz, how did they ever do that to me? So I was like, what the fuck? I thought, you know what? I'm too close to my destination. I'm far too close. And it's too late to start licking a dry baked bean stain. You can only do that for so long before the people in white coats fucking take you away. So I was so close to my destination, I thought, fuck, what do? You know what? I watched enough episodes of the A-Team. I can improvise. So here's what the fuck I did. I improvised. Here's what I did, right? I had a hat on at the time. So I put my hat on sideways, right? I put a hat on side and done a little. I thought, let's do a fucking walk. So I was like, with this face, I'm going for the black Popeye the Sailor look, right? This face, right? That's how I'm walking. Anything to take the attention away from the fact that I look like a grown-ass man that eats like a fucking 2-year-old. But the weirdest bit about that story, I didn't eat any baked beans that day. I don't even like baked beans. So anyways, I was reading my newspaper the other day, because that's where I got this material from. But I was reading my newspaper, and it was another story about a teacher in America fucking their students. You've heard this, right? Have you heard this? Yeah? You right? Just turned mute just now? You nod your head, smarty pants. You're right. Anyway, so teachers fucking their students in America. And I read it in the newspaper, and I read it in the newspaper, and then I read it in the newspaper, and I read it again. I keep reading it. I was like, when I read the story, I'm like, is this Groundhog Day? I've read this shit before. Just in case you didn't get the memo, you lot, if you're a teacher, it's not all right to fuck your students. But here I am, reading this again. You can't fuck your students. It's not even in the curriculum. But here you are having all this extracurricular activity that I'm reading about. Extracurricular means fucking in this context, right? Cool. I keep hearing about it. I keep reading it on the news, in the papers. And I thought to myself, wow, haven't times changed? Haven't they? Haven't times changed? Because when I went to school, you give a teacher an apple, a teacher would be like, thank you, give you a pat on the back, or some shit. Thank you for the apple. These times, in America, you give a teacher an apple, he probably getting a blowjob. It's crazy. I mean, who remembers Wurzel Gummidge? Yeah, because that's what my teacher looked like. I only banged it once. But what I'm saying is, right, every time I keep reading it in America, and it's mad. I'm like, are they learning anything out there? And this is why your average American is dumb as fuck. They are. You've seen the things on YouTube and stuff where they ask your average American a question. Hey, American, everything's dumb. Everything's dumb. First off, everything's dumb. Hey, American, what's the capital of Africa? Ain't no fucking capital of Africa. All the questions are dumb. Hey, American, what's the capital of Africa? Dude, I know this one. The capital of Africa? That's ham, egg, and chips, dude. Wow, you really are an idiot. Imagine though. Hey, son. Hey, how was algebra today? Algebra? Who the fuck is algebra? He didn't come to school, Dad. Teacher here, sucking all these dicks. What do I take the big bag of apples to school for, Dad? I don't even like apples. These for my teacher. Do you know how many blowjobs that is? I mean, imagine the confusion on the dad's face hearing that shit from a kid. Then I thought to myself, if I was in that situation, I might be a little bit different. I might be. Hey, Dad, I got an A on my test today. Yeah, so what? Did you bang it? What? Yeah, but I said, you little prick. Did you bang your teacher? Father, I don't. You know what? Get up to your fucking room and don't come down. If I see your face again, I'm going to punch it. And when you go to school tomorrow, you're going to get the biggest bag of apples I've ever seen. Can't believe this shit. Little kid just out here wasting such an education. I can't believe it. That's me. Thank you. Thank you.
Ben Arumadri!